This is Brandon Zachary with Comic Book Resources.
God
Hello,
almighty,
everybody.
what a great voice.
Yes!
I get that so often. By the way, my joke is that I sound like a cartoon owl who's about to tell you what sword to get to save the Mr. King.
Oh my goodness, I have to shut my eyes.
Nailed it.
That's wild.
Wow, very nice.
Because you need to find the boobity bit to save the lawn. Thank you all so much for taking the time to speak with me, and congratulations on the film. It is so good. I got to see it a few weeks ago. And starting off, all three of you kind of get to be in a different movie than one another. All of you really get to play with these different tenors, these different tones. What surprised you the most about Slumberland?
Well, I saw it again, the same like you for the first time a couple of weeks ago, and it's so strange when you're in a big CG movie because you don't know how it's going to turn out, and I was just blown away. Like, you kind of know what you're doing at the center of it in your own little bits, which are all just perfectly played and perfect. Mm-hmm. But then the other stuff, you don't know how it's going to turn out. And it was really extraordinary. The visuals on this are like stuff I've never seen before. Just felt like this waves of some conscious to kind of float over the screen, and we're all taken off to meander through some random story. It's so gorgeous. So that was what I was most surprised by, I suppose.
Yeah, definitely the VFX really got to me. I mean, there were scenes where I felt very uncomfortable because I was like, oh, feels too real. I think the scene where, no, I'm not going to say it. But yeah, it just feels so... Because I got to see it in a big screen as well. So I think that is actually one of the best ways to see it. And then I felt, honestly, there was just parts where I was like, this is too real for me. So they did a fantastic job. But again, just like Chris said, I mean, you have an idea of what you think it's going to look like. But what we saw definitely exceeded my expectations. So I'm so happy about it.
Yeah, same. I mean, it's there are so many different pieces, and there are so many different storylines and going on. And with a good story, you don't know what's going to come together, but it just so happens we're all very fortunate to be part of something that was, all the pieces fit together pretty seamlessly, and it is beautiful to look at, and the storyline does, it moves people. It's got a tremendous amount of heart, it's got a tremendous amount of adventure, and the old trope, it's for everyone, it's for the whole family, and it just happens to be the case that it's truth here. And I think it's going to be more popular, more well-received than I imagined prior, because the responses that I'm hearing and thinking about it's sort of like, it feels like one of those classic films that's going to be around for quite some time.
It's a dream that came true. I know I'm going to running low on time, but I really did want to ask Chris. You had the surprisingly tricky challenge, I think, of you had to make a character who was in universe the dullest human being, but you had to make him endearing and make him funny and make him entertaining.
That was hard.
I mean, a lot of it was in the casting. Yeah, no, you're right. And he is. I'm lucky in that he does go on a proper journey. And, you talk about character journeys, and usually it's kind of from here to here. But this is a completely insular character who ends up going on some kind of journey back to his own roots by the end, where he's drawn back to the sea in the final scene, and you feel that he has gone completely 180 on what his personality had become. So it was always good knowing that you get to change him a little bit each time you do a scene, which is quite nice.
I'm so sorry, I knew I was going to mispronounce that.
Okay, Weruche.
Claire.
And then, of course, Kiel. And you got to go stack to stack with Jason, going this massive 9-foot-tall cartoon character. You also got to be Green, who was just so much damn fun. What was that like to kind of get to bounce off of him and find that kind of back and forth?
I mean, Jason's great to be in the scene with, and especially it was quite fun for me having to be the more powerful one in the scene. Because I was like, I think there's scenes where I drag him around and stuff, and I'm like, oh, come on. So it was fun, but I'm just glad he was able to play and he was comfortable to play. So it was a fun time because we just played. Honestly, it was just a lot of playing in there. Cops and robbers. That's how I felt it was.
the ultimate kind of play pretend, literally.
Yeah, I'll take it.
That is also all the time I have. Thank you. I could literally talk to all three of you about this for so long. Thank you so much for taking the time.
You're very kind.
Congrats on the film.
Cheers,
Thank you so
man. Appreciate it.
much.